Thank you so much, Steve, for letting us come up and talk. I am the chairwoman of the Will County Young Republicans, and this is Emily Cahill. She is our treasurer. We are a group of, like-minded individuals like all of you who wanted to get involved and make a change in our state. For me, I'm a police officer's wife, and I have little babies, and that's what got me out of my house, and that's what got me involved. And I found that you really needed a group to work with. If you come in and you start talking to people, and they're just like, well, who are you? But you need a group to work with, and you need to unite and bring people together. So I was out at a walkaway event with Scott Pressler, and I met Emily, and that is how I got involved about 1.5 years ago. And since then, I've been on this amazing journey. I think our whole group has been on an amazing journey.
Yeah.
We want true transparency in our government, and we want to help find candidates who are actually going to speak for all of us and not just for themselves.
Yes.
So we've been really going through, and we've been focused on election integrity. That's just one of the things that we're really focused on. We've been checking petitions and helping good candidates get their petitions filed so that they can even run. I find a lot of times, I don't know if you agree, but I find a lot of times it's really hard to find out how to do these things.
Yes.
There's no manual out there, and
Right.
if it is, it's probably about this thing. So what we decided to do was simplify it and let people know actually how to get involved. If it's all what you feel comfortable doing, and I think that is the biggest thing. For me, I don't care about going to rallies. I will go to rallies, I will talk, and I will be there. But for some people, it's more on a personal side. Maybe they write something to put on social. Just what your skill is. And I think that that's something that, talk a little bit about spiritual, is that's what God shows you. He shows what your path is.
Amen.
And I found, that's just where you find. So you find your voice, you find what you're good at, and come together as a group. We meet the last Monday of the month. Each month we get together. Right now we're meeting at Gatto's over off of Route 30. But we just get together. We talk about what we want to do. So we've really made a good push during election season to bring the candidates out and get them to speak to the people. And I think that is the biggest thing. We need a way to get everybody to be heard and to hear their voice, because I hear a lot of the same thing when we're out, that we're upset about our schools, we're upset about our taxes, and if we don't all stand up now and do something, there's gonna be a mass exodus, and we're all gonna be here.
Yes.
We're gonna be stuck with it. I'm here for another 8 years with my husband. So we need to do something now to help commit to that change. So, if you'd like to follow us on social media, we are the Will County Young Republicans -Illinois. And you can find us that's on Facebook. We're on Twitter under Wilco YRs. We have an Instagram. If you just search for us, you can find us. But, I think our website, if you go to www.willcountyyoungrepublicans.com, we put a bunch of events on there. We really try to give as much information about the structure of government and what you need to know when you need to know it, right?
Yep.
We don't want to, send out too much information, but we'd like to have the key points just to help get people involved. So I'm not going to talk for much longer. Did you want to add anything?
No,
I
she
want-
summed it up pretty much.
Emily, because I just think you being involved in government is so important, and would you be willing to share a little of your testimonial of where you've come from, what you've overcome? It's so inspiring.
Sure. Well, as she said, my name's Emily Cahill. Most of you probably wouldn't know unless you could notice from my tattoos, I've been to prison. I went in 2016 and got arrested for possession of methamphetamines with intent to deliver. While I was sitting in that cell, unable to even call my daughter, who is 13, sitting over here at the table, unable to call her, I reached out to God. And in that moment, I broke down. I cried for I don't know how long, but I woke up feeling so enlightened and able to look past what had been shadowing me for so long. A lot of what happened in my past is what has built me to be so strong right now. I get a lot of, I don't want to say hate, but it is. It's hate from inside the party because of my past choices in my life. So I try to bring people like myself into the party so they're not afraid and so they don't turn against It was so weird when I was sitting in county. They actually had people, you probably heard about them, Chicago Votes. They go around to the Cook County Jail, they register people to vote, and they teach them civics classes. I use air quotes because it's not even civics classes. They give you a makeshift ballot, and they talk about this is what this person did for you, this is what this person did for you, so when you get out, you're gonna vote this.
Oh,
and they
wow.
do. They literally do. I believe it was 2,300 blue votes came out of the Cook County Jail last year. There was not one poll
Oh,
watcher or
boy.
election judge that was Republican.
Really?
Yeah, we're having that same problem here in Will County. I can't get into the Will County Jail. I've been denied. So we are really trying our hardest to be able to get in there to try and help people and make them realize you don't need to be part of this system that just basically gives you a cookie to survive off of. We want to teach you how to survive. One of my biggest things is to show you people how to start a container garden. Out of just using 5-gallon buckets, using cardboard and dirt, they can grow a little mini garden for themselves. Even if I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but just that little garden will keep somebody sober. It will keep them focused into that.
Yes.
So I've helped a lot of people find recovery through my past 2 years of doing this. Some of them may have not became Republicans, but they found recovery. So I'm very happy about that. It is. Here in Will County just last week, we had 8 overdoses. There was actually 15 people that went to the hospital. It was in cocaine. They did not expect to actually overdose. So it's out there still. So I'm actively working with the Will County Health Department to try and bring more awareness to these issues, whether it be mental health or substance abuse, because you don't know. Usually your children are hiding it from you. They're not gonna come up to you and say, Mom, I'm using drugs. They're not, they're gonna hide it from you. So I'm trying to educate some parents into seeing maybe this is the road that your child is going down, and maybe I can save your child from that road. So I appreciate you guys kind of listening to my story. I usually don't talk about it too much except on my live, so I appreciate it. Go ahead and give it off to